on that. Never fall off, just fall back. Never fall off, I want all the bags, I want all the bags.
2K Sports, NBA action is coming up. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. DA will join us tonight on the sideline. Western Conference battles always fun. This time it's the Los Angeles Lakers intent on protecting home court. LeBron drives in. 6 to shoot. Second chance shot. It's Drummond with the rebound.
And at last season's trade deadline, Andre Drummond traded away basically for a second-round pick, a shockingly low return for a guy who was once considered a franchise player.
And Greg, why is it that the Pistons got so little in exchange for Drummond?
Well, I think he was an impending free agent. I think Detroit looking to rebuild. Also, it says something about the center position in today's game.
You know, even though LeBron doesn't go 100% every minute of every game in the season, GA, he still knows when to turn it on.
And for someone at his age, that is something you have to know how to do. You can see when LeBron kicks it into that next gear. Can't keep it on all the time, but he's still able to take over when he needs to.
Not going to miss many chances from that range. That's LeBron's wheelhouse there.
Pass to Davis. Caldwell Pope left side. James outside. A second chance effort. Andre Drummond grabs the miss.
Well, I admire the fact he's trying to power through this rough stretch, but on occasion you'll have periods like this.
And Schroeder's got the ball here for Los Angeles. Outside for Caldwell Pope. James looking it over. Over Drummond. James with another miss.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. And there's the call on Andre Drummond. That's his first foul. Here's LeBron.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
Shoots from the elbow. The Lakers on offense. And it's sent back by Drummond.
Not letting that one fly. Drummond using his height and wingspan to deny the shooter.
Lakers passing it around. Here's LeBron. Another shot. Great D that time from James.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And Caldwell Pope gets the basket. The importance of the three-point shot never greater than right now, and in your eyes, there are some players who are just absolutely dead, solid, perfect from distance.
No doubt about it. And you know, there's three guys to me, though, that kind of separate themselves. And it's one, because you have to honor them. So those are the three guys, I think, that create the most havoc when you start talking about having to guard the three-point line.
Here's Caruso, following the basket by Anthony Davis. It's stolen by Davis. Over in the corner, Caldwell Pope. Here's Schroeder, and that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. And it's Drummond missing.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
And it's Harrell missing. And a wide-open look for James. With the second effort, and Davis can't get it to go.
they've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
And for everything that Anthony Davis does on the floor, you can't forget about his defense. Still an elite level defender, guards multiple positions and turns away a number of shots. You know, he might want to think about deferring for a while. He's had his chances this quarter, but just not able to convert.
A nice shot by LeBron.
Tell you what, if he's within shouting distance of the basket, he's going to get his buckets. You can count on that.
And it's Davis at the elbow. Puts it up there for Harrell.
Outstanding execution. Good job working the ball inside.
About 7. Oh, my goodness! What a play!
Tell you what, just add that one to the highlight reel. James is truly one of the greatest slam dunkers of all time.
It's Kuzma penetrating. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Los Angeles shooting their first free throws of the game.
Definitely an area where they can improve. Only 73% as a team from the line last year.
You know, some folks were saying Kuzma wouldn't even get drafted a few years ago. That's why this draft stuff is more art than science sometimes, but he has proven his doubters wrong very quickly.
To the middle. 2 on the clock. And Harrell slams it in.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Lakers on top there. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Lakers here so far, guys.
Showing a lot of confidence in their rotation. They went right to that bench when they needed points.
And you know, when the bench is playing such a big role early, that certainly allows the starters to stay fresh throughout the game.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
A tall and powerful big, Drummond has a natural ability to finish inside. Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
And last season, we got to see what an effective playmaker LeBron James can be. The assist numbers through the roof, career high for him at the age of 35.
Absolutely remarkable. And Greg, when I first saw him in high school in northeastern Ohio, I thought his passing was his greatest attribute, and that was after just seeing him play one time. And he's shown that throughout his career. Took on full ball handling responsibilities with the Lakers last year and showed you what he can do. He is a gifted passer and an extremely versatile player.
Gasol with the steal. And stolen by Drummond. And the dunk by James.
You got to keep this guy away from the basket. I mean, that's about as easy as it gets for LeBron.
And it's Davis with the jam.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Pass to Caldwell Pope. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. And here in the second with about 1.5 minutes gone by. Here's James. And the dunk by James.
You know, once he takes that first step, LeBron is virtually unstoppable. Raw athleticism gives him the upper hand.
Pass to Drummond. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. And the Lakers lead by 1.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Lakers working the ball around now. Here's Davis. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Davis has got 6 points.
those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Pass to Gasol. Connects on the 9-footer. Gasol's got the lead up to 3 now for the Lakers.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Yeah, it looks like they've gained a little bit of confidence as the lid has come off the hoop.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
And that one's drained from the low block. 12 points for him.
You know, he's had better starts, obviously, but he's shaking it off here in the second.
You know, at 6'8", with the ball skills that James has, he handles it like a guard. He can get wherever he wants to off the dribble.
And it's Davis at the elbow. Lays it up off the glass. Davis has got 6 here in this quarter.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And it's James missing.
Feels to me like this team is going to need more from him, guys. I mean, if they're to erase this deficit, he's got to step up.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk. Huge factor on offense. He can still give you valuable points and also that spacing he can provide out on the floor.
Yeah, I agree with you there, and it's a valuable tool kit that he has because he can provide some playmaking and shot making and spacing of the floor. And he's also become more efficient as an offensive player. But he does know and recognize that his strength is at the defensive end, his athleticism, mobility, and versatility. And offense is tertiary to his contribution.
And it's Davis at the elbow. Puts it up there for Harrell.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Well, it was a slow start, but they've gone from simmer to medium heat, and they're bordering on hot to close this gap.
Great D that time from Harrell. Lakers trailed by 3. Here's Matthews. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Matthews has got his first points of the game.
Really good court awareness that time from Anthony Davis, seeing the floor and making the right decision.
Over in the corner, Caldwell Pope. Back to Davis. And it's Davis with the jam.
So smooth, so fluid, effortless, yet powerful. When Davis gets positioning like that, he's trying to dunk it.
And so it's in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And we'll be right back after this. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. And it's Drummond with the jam. So many people know your story, born and raised in Las Vegas. It must have been an amazing feeling then to lead UNLV to its only championship.
I mean, Kevin, you know, playing in front of so many people you know has its pros and cons.
Right.
But to be a part of that 1990 championship team and the only one we've been able to hoist and to have my jersey hanging in that rafter, it's humbling and yes, it brings back a lot of fond memories.
Like historically good, right? When you think of that team, what that meant, it has a historic place.
It does. We felt like we were able to etch our mark in terms of the lures of the game of college basketball.
And a minute played as the second half gets going. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. LeBron with it. He's picked up by James. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, GA. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
LeBron James knows the meaning of the word layup, but he's much more interested in throwing it down when he can.
That one, no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Pass to Davis. Back to Schroeder. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Schroeder's got the lead up to 7 now for the Lakers.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
Yeah, stiff defense gives Drummond some trouble on that shot, but he stays cool and gets a trip to the line.
2 shots.
And he makes both free throws. So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. Los Angeles leading by 5. Inside. And Davis sends it back.
Boy, I tell you what, Davis uses his length so well. I mean, a defensive stalwart who holds his ground, and because of his timing and length and athleticism, he's an excellent shot blocker.
Pass to Drummond. LeBron trying to free himself up. Moves back up. And the Lakers call time here.
Every time out, a chance to review the lineups, matchups.
To the paint. LeBron is doubled. And that one drops. James has got 6 here in this quarter.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the ring.
You know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Pass to Davis. Back to Drummond. Tries again. He takes it up and lays it in.
This is what Drummond is known for, fellas. I mean, assertive, aggressive, relentless, hard-working. He's just a dogged offensive rebounder.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
And so he hits both. We know how important the draft is, Greg. It can shape an organization. Talk about some of the best draft day deals of the last couple decades. There have been a lot of them.
Oh, there have been a few. I mean, just coming to mind here recently, how about when Kawhi was traded to the Spurs? That was a huge get. Go back
George
to how about Kobe going to the Lakers? McHale and Parrish coming to the Celtics. I mean, we've seen that happen quite a bit. And I tell you what, boy, it can really transform a franchise's future.
Down low, James. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. That's on LeBron James. Lakers shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one.
Well, there are only a handful of players who've been on the line more often than LeBron, and no surprise, every one of them a Hall of Famer. That's where he's headed to.
Out to Kuzma. And again, no good by the Lakers.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Guys, that's been the key to their lead. I mean, simply put, the effort they've displayed on the glass has been the difference.
Los Angeles calls timeout. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Kevin, thank you. Now, we have seen continuing with the unionization of G League players. The league continues to show its commitment to expanding opportunities on multiple levels. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David. But they get it back. Pass to Davis. 5 to shoot. It's Caldwell Pope with the drive. And Davis can't get it to go. Lakers trail by 9. And James throws it down.
You know, LeBron plays a very mistake-free game, usually in the open court. And when he's out on the break, the points are almost a guarantee.
Pass to Drummond. And Drummond throws it down.
Like the sun rising every day, you can count on LeBron to have his head up scanning the floor and finding the open man.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. And Davis gets it to go. Davis has got his first bucket in this one.
He does not lack for confidence, and he shouldn't. I mean, this guy is a dangerous scorer.
Now here's Drummond. He has 6. Back to Caldwell Pope. Pass to LeBron. Here's Davis. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock.
And so it's Los Angeles. Return. And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. James outside. Davis in the corner. Good, and the assist goes to James.
You know, over the last few years, AD's made enough threes to force defenders to respect him from back there.
The drive by James. Over in the corner, Caldwell Pope. Connects from 3-point range.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Here's James. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
And I like how they've taken the high percentage shot in the paint. In that first half, we saw them doing it, and they've continued to succeed as the game has worn on.
For Davis, a game-wrecking presence around the basket. Excellent agility for a big guy.
It's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Frank Vogel talk to his team during the break. He said they played well in certain areas, but the lack of detail to the defensive boards has allowed their opponent too many second-chance opportunities. And that, he said, is the difference in this game. You have to get busy on the glass, Kevin.
Pass to Drummond. James trying to free himself up. And it's Drummond with the jam.
This is what Drummond is known for, fellas. I mean, assertive, aggressive, relentless, hard-working. He's just a dogged offensive rebounder.
Here's James. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the 4th. On the wing, James. Trying to get open is Davis. And finished off by LeBron.
Well, he's fantastic at playing to his strengths. Doesn't get outside of himself. I mean, when he's scoring at an efficient clip like that, he's hard to stop.
And what an alley-oop. Those two read each other so well.
It's a play I'm sure they love to run.
And as the receiver, he doesn't feel the need to go for the monster finish that time. I mean, laying it up for the two. Watch out. You know, part of being an outstanding point forward like LeBron is mastering the pick and roll. And trust me when I say it now, he masters the pick and roll.
And he knocks down the first one. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line.
Selected 9th overall in the 2012 draft, Drummond's carved out a nice NBA career for himself.
Here's Davis, and finished off by Davis.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, the top man is going for the jugular.
Well, he only plays one way, and that's full throttle, all day, all the time, cold-blooded and lethal.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this one.
It's stolen by Davis. It's Drummond with the drive. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Pass to LeBron. And Davis sends it back. They get it back. James looking it over. LeBron is doubled. Harrell with it. Defended by Drummond. Pocket 4. And the dunk by LeBron. And a big play there to mute the crowd.
And guys, the only noise we're hearing now is coming from the visitors' bench.
Shot, high post. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Lakers.
Looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the board.
They made the most of those extra rebounds as well, Kevin.